Welcome back to Dallas. And Phyllis and Irv, we had a very frightening moment up on television during the first half. That spectator was caught on fire, and you saw a perfect shot of it. I have more details. Fortunately, the man is not seriously injured. He is 24-year-old Daniel Yoder. He suffered second-degree burns of the neck and the leg. He is resting comfortably at Parkland Hospital. The man was wearing a costume, and apparently someone was sitting behind him with a cigarette, and the costume ignited. But again, he is not in serious condition, and Phyllis, that's good news.
That is such good news. Bless his heart. We know he's going to be all right. Well, speaking of everything being all right, we hope January 15th, Denver's very happy today. They'll be in New Orleans at the Superdome playing the winner of this NFC championship. Irv, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, of course, Denver has to be excited, and I'm excited for them because they're certainly the Cinderella team in pro football. But we're going to be down there ourselves for a 90-minute pregame show, and I can hardly wait to get down there.
It's going to be fun.
I am sure that everyone in Denver would like to see it one more time. The highlights of their 20-17 conquest of the Oakland Raiders, who bowed out tremendously. They went down flaming just like you figured the Raiders would do. It was Craig Morton who was hospitalized for 2 days. Came in, hit Haven Moses in the first quarter. 74-yard touchdown. Moses caught 5 passes for 168 yards and 2 touchdowns. Denver 7, Oakland 3. Stabler going back to Biletnikoff. Biletnikoff knocked out of the game with a dislocated shoulder on that hit by Joe Rizzo. Now, was this or was this not a fumble? Lytle coming up over the middle, and the officials ruled that the play was dead. No recovery by McCoy. And then after that, using a rollout, Morton pitching to Keyworth, it was 14-3 in the third quarter. Then it was the fourth quarter. Kenny Stabler trying to rally the champions, wants his tight end, Dave Casper. He's got him for the touchdown. It's 14-10. Still in the fourth quarter, Stabler only threw 1 interception, but it was costly. Bob Swinson picked that pass off, which was intended for Casper, brought down at the 18-yard line. Now watch Morton. He's going to find Haven Moses again for his second touchdown. This put the Broncos on top by 10. They missed the extra point, and that left the door ajar. Stabler again. He was 17 of 35, 215 yards. Goes to Casper for the second touchdown. It was 20-17. Now third, 2.5 to go, less than a minute, and it is Otis Armstrong killing the clock, and the final score again is 20-17. The Denver Broncos are going to the Super Bowl against the winner of this game against Minnesota and Dallas. And it will start at 2 o'clock Eastern time on CBS, the Cotton Bowl showdown, unbeaten Texas and once beaten Notre Dame. What a game that is going to be. Dan and Fred can now take a look at these highlights from the first half of Dallas and Minnesota. They picked out just a couple of players that they'd like to have on the field down there tomorrow. I think Dan wouldn't mind having Tony Dorsett come out of the backfield. At any rate, here was the turnover early that gave the Cowboys a shot. And, Irv, did they ever get Golden Richards wide open for this touchdown?
Really a great play, Brent. It's a fake screen. Richards open in the corner, touchdown.
Now, here is the fake punt. I can remember Danny White against St. Louis hitting them with a pass off of this formation down here in a big Thanksgiving game a couple of years ago. He's got the option. He saw the opening. Now, here is Tony Dorsett. You'll see Earl Campbell tomorrow, last year's Heisman Trophy winner today on CBS, down to about the 11-yard line. Then at the goal line, it is Robert Newhouse battling in for the end zone, the unsung hero of that backfield. Here is Lee, who today is playing for Grant, going to Sammy White, and interference is going to be called on Dallas at their 8-yard line. They just simply ran into him down there. Now there is a big sack by Randy White. He dropped Lee for a 10-yard loss, and that forced Minnesota to settle for a field goal. Cox has got it, 13-3. Fred hoping this is not his last game. Lee going to Sammy White this time on the 19. White was shut out in the Los Angeles Ram victory of last Monday night, but a fine catch there. And then it was Fred Cox kicking the 37-yard field goal. It was 13-6. Staubach under pressure got it off to Preston Pearson, the big play man off the bench, the John Havlicek of the National Football League, getting to the Minnesota 24. Efren Herrera kicking a 21-yard field goal, and so that makes it 16-6. Scored again, and we've still got a great big half of football coming up. And Irv, afterwards, we've got a post-game show. Tim Ryan and Gary Bender will be down in the locker room, but it is time to say...
Fran, of course, I've got to go do the Rose Parade, so I'm not going to be here for the post-game, but I have a surprise for you guys. Turn around, the lovely Dallas Cowgirls. I'm here to bring you greetings. Say hello to Irv Cross, Brent Musburger, Dan Devine, and Fred Akers. How are you? TWU, Shannon Baker, a student at SMU. We've got Cindy Lewis, Gay Terrell. We have Jill Wagner, and Connie has just taken over Brent Musburger's chair. They not only are beautiful folks, they have brains. Why, Brent, it's the first time he's ever speechless. Let's go away, and we'll be back for the second half of the NFL Today. Congratulations, guys.